Well, this game needs no introduction. Resident Evil 4. It first came out in January of 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube, and not a lot of people seem to remember that it was a GameCube game first, and a true GameCube classic at that. And now I want to go over the history of what went down with this game. Talk a little bit about the gameplay. Don't talk much about the story because I talked about that on my website extensively, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, this franchise actually has a long history with Nintendo. First, with the port of RE2 on the N64, which is actually my preferred port of that game because it just like fits so much on one cartridge. It put cheat codes for fun and all this cool stuff. But for RE4, what happened was Capcom made a deal with Nintendo in 2002 for the Resident Evil 1 remake, and they would get the rights to 4. But 4 was delayed multiple times, and it didn't come out till 2005. And it was an exclusive on the Nintendo GameCube for about 6 months, I want to say, and then it saw its first port on the PS2. But I'm so glad it moved to more consoles, because if it stayed on the GameCube, then it would have been stuck just on that one system. This game has a bunch of classic lines such as,
"Where's everyone going? Bingo?"
I've sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off?
Say whatever you please. Die, you what? Expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
Now, Leon's got quite the upgrade since it's RPD day, because he was only one day in the RPD. He could do suplexes, roundhouse kicks, and much more. He has a whole slew of different weapons he could use, and he'll need it too because he's in for a long night. Now, Leon has to save Ashley, the president's daughter. To succeed in his mission, he has to protect her through most of the game. She has her own health bar, which could be annoying, but you could tell her to hide in certain spots, which does make it easier. Plus, she's not with you the whole game. A lot of people like to complain that you just have to babysit her the whole time. No, that's not the case. She's actually gone for most of the game if you count it outright. So now in the remake, they improved it where she doesn't have her own health bar, and she could actually not defend herself, but she moves around. She tries to stay out of your way in the remake. But I want to talk about the remake in its own separate YouTube thing. So you just wait to hear my thoughts about that. This is just about the 2005 game. Well, this game just has a lot of cool parts that I can think of from the top of my head, like the big El Gigante fight, and this whole room here that you're seeing here, where you gotta push the switches. It's so cool. Or this part where after Ashley gets captured for the second time, you're in this deep dark jail cell, and you have to fight these bug-like creatures, and they're really creepy. But if the more skilled player takes care of those bugs, they get rewarded with a lot of treasure, which can go a long way, because this is the first RE game, I believe, where you can upgrade your weapons, your skills, to get some really powerful and awesome weapons that are just so fun to use, and it makes you, the player, feel like you're completely in control. You could be like, I could use a shotgun for this part, or or a pistol or a magnum for a boss fight or something, you could always plan your route. So I feel each playthrough is specific to you, and not a lot of games do that. Now this game is very railroaded. You can't like go off the beaten path, but this game takes full advantage of that design and just makes such a tightly compact adventure that's not all that long. For a first time player, it takes about 16 hours, but this game, like Luigi's Mansion, is meant to be speed ran, so you could get good, you could get a faster route, and to me that's the best kind of game where I can just replay over and over without getting sick of. There's 3 major parts to this game: of the village, of the castle, and the island. Each location has a lot of stuff to see, a lot of treasure to find, and maybe a few side quests like the gun range, which you could do to get these little caps that mean nothing. So I don't typically do that side quest, but it's still fun to do nonetheless. Meanwhile, the plot just constantly moves forward, where it just flows so naturally. And I heard this game's plot was written in 3 days. Now it is a cheesy plot, but it takes full advantage of that. It's not trying to be like a major, like a serious film. It's just all in good fun, like that cheesy B-grade survival horror. The franchise has just been known for the start, the cheesy voice acting, but that's what makes these games so great to me. And because of all that, in the same vein as the Legend of Zelda OT or a game like that, this game changed the landscape for games to come. Not just in the shooter genre, but just games as a whole. Almost every single third-person game since 2005 have taken a page or two from RE4's Notebook. Now, if this game stayed on my favorite system, like I said, the GameCube, then it probably wouldn't have done as well and made such a cultural impact. And this game still goes strong now. And of course, last year we just had the incredible remake, and all that started on the GameCube, where like I said, most people think this game nowadays was on PS2 or PlayStation. No. This was Nintendo's baby for about 9 or so months till it moved over to the PS2, and then it really took off to what we know now. Just look at the amount of ports of this game I have, and they each have their own little differences and quirks about them. But my preferred way to play this game now is on Switch, because I have a Pro controller that has turbo, because I have a hard time doing the QTEs because I can't button mash, so I just use that remote. So that's my preferred way to play nowadays. But yeah, that's my only gripe with this game is the QTEs. Everything else is a masterpiece. Now, like I said, I could go on all day about this game, but I have to stop somewhere. If you want to read my full thoughts on this game, a breakdown on the gameplay, the plot, you could go to my website. There'll be you can check out my Instagram page. It's the same as my YouTube name, so just search it, and the link will be there. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.